Right, today I'm going to comment on my business presentation for Alpha Cat to the local council for £5,000 funding. Spoiler alert, I didn't get it, but it'll be worth sort of just seeing how it actually went and commentating on it. My main thing I had from this was that sort of, adrenaline shot before you do a presentation, even though it was only for like 3 people, was just how quickly I started talking compared to how I normally would. And I really should have just slowed it down, but there you go. Anyway, here we are.
3, 2, 1, you're on. Right, nice to meet you. So, rough gist, I don't know what you have or haven't seen. Then the story is Alpha Cat. So the first question should be, what is it? So the idea is it's a fast food company where you can build your own salad. I did, as I build up, I'll give them more healthy options, but that's to start with, to try and make the most healthy thing possible. I want to start life as a street food business, mainly get a bit of a following, get a bit of social media buzz, and then especially towards winter, I would love to start doing more of the internet trading, but you've got to start with somewhere. Why did I create it? Simple. I'm from this local area, I have been all my life, I've lived in a few other places, and I couldn't ever find it.
Have been all my life, but lived in a few other places. I grew up here and then I came back, which is what I should have said, but I've worked here, I've lived the majority of my life here. Yeah, there you go. You're going to fumble something, aren't you?
Decent healthy lunch. So we were looking at things around, usually was always the problem with it. So you grow the price, unsatisfactory, they'll end up having dressing like mayonnaise, or you just do like a lemon full of salt and sugar, and something else noticed there as well, the price. A lot of the times you sit down for a meal with it and they charge you 15 quid or something just to find that one healthy thing, and it's not that great. So, I've now have launched in terms of where my progress is. So, I launched the retail market earlier this month. So I've done a total of 2 weeks trading, and naturally, there is no other fast healthy foods all around, so it's all gone great, hasn't it? It's all been absolutely brilliant. How's it going? It's terrible. So far, I've sold 6 salads. Sold 6 salads on the first day. That was my record. And that was even a bit of a cheat because my mum and the bum came down. So from there, it's been about 4 or 5 a day. Not particularly good. Now, I stand by the concept, and I stand by the food. There'll be a sample of that for you to judge later. It's all right. But the question would be then, why did it go wrong? Where do I need to improve? And AKA, what do I need to learn from?
So you should be selling like tired foods.
Yeah, it's kind of the retail market that you pretty much know it. It is 2 things that are kind of the same side of the same coin. First one, improved store presentation. Now, part of what...
Yeah, I didn't mind it in a certain sense, talking with the presenters, talking with the judges, which is what I do, but I do regret not just being like, yeah, that will come up in a bit, sort of thing, because like anything they raised I was actually going to talk about later, so I wasted presentation time. Although, that said, on the other hand, you want to have these judges like you as a person, so interacting a bit's probably quite a good idea, but there you go. But you can probably see what I mean. I'm talking far too quick. The sound quality on this isn't great. There's nothing I can do. It's not my recording, so hopefully you can hear it.
Including presentation is not just how it looks, it's how I prepare the food. At the moment, that's all cold. What I want to get in, along with some refrigerated units, look a bit more impressive than that. You'll see it close up and see what I mean. Topping units, there'll also be a grill, and that's something to just play the game a little bit, have a steak on it, have a smell, have an aroma. That's a key to street food. People were just walking past. But again, generally, the front of it, it's okay, but I'll show you the competition in a minute. It's not good enough. So, second, branding and graphic design. Massive overlap with store presentation, but in terms of trying to do that stuff on the computer, no, especially that way. I mean, there's some stuff that I can just do myself that I won't be talking too much about the funding, but in terms of having like roasted vegetables and all piled up and mixing it, the idea was you build it yourself, but I think playing the game a little bit, having something that is made up and does look a bit like nicer and people shop with their eyes as they say with food, would be a lot better.
that's a bit of a tangent. Like, there's nothing wrong with it as such, but I could have shortened that down. I mean, it's, you live and die by what you do, and public speaking isn't easy. It's verging on waffle there, and it's waffle in time that I didn't have. So, yeah, just to say, yeah, the presentation and the layout of the food needs to improve. But I was going to show that on the next slide anyway, so I could have just sped it up a bit. And that's probably the main takeaway from this, although I should have known that already from previous experience of public speaking. Everything just seems to just go so quickly. You think you only got about 4 minutes to say what you want to say. It ends up taking 6 when you're up there. And I shouldn't have allowed it to sort of allow myself to ramble on like that.
But in terms of it first, this would have changed.
First. 5 trees, 6 squares.
Yeah, so you can shave a little bit off that, but that's the price I want to go back to after it.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, no, it's good 7, but part of it was doing it in retro anyway, probably not the best target market, I can change that, but it was a good chance to have a first go, and that was fine. Yeah, well, or even somewhere like Guildford or anywhere like that. Anyway, yeah, we'll get to the Q&A, so I'm probably already running out of time. Yeah. That's a closer look at what it looked like.
We'll get into the Q&A. I could have said that a minute ago.
Yes, yeah, because I was thinking, well, the food will probably be interesting enough to do it. I could at the very least start to look like the competition. So that's what you're talking about. You see what I mean? That's a completely different thing. You go there, this next one's not as good, but I still like the menu at the top. These are the competition. They're trading more in London.
I think I did that quite well, actually, that bit of like pointing to the screen and saying that's what it should look like. I'll give myself that.
Yeah, so they're doing well in that environment. Yeah, a few more people, but there's nothing around here, so there's a chance. So this next one, hate them, they're an excellent and they're really good. But they've got a whole trailer that's about 50 grand to buy, so I can't compete with them. But that's just another example looking up and we're running out of time. Yeah. My sister took this for me, so the way it's set out, spits the ice cream tubs, have something like that. That'll make a huge difference already on the eyes. This is one thing. Now, secondly, I need to improve sensing brand graphic design. Won't go into it too much because it's not my forte, as I found out. Need to create a consistent message that suggests quality, but also brand attention. Also, I want to get across this message of how I built it, which we can go into a bit more. It's trying to get the perfect diet, which fat diets and all that, they go into main thing, a lot of different choices of colour vegetables, plus quality protein. So I'm really going to run out of time. So it sounds easy, it's professional help would be great. It costs a bit of money, but you've only got to pay for them once, then I can replicate it, especially if I start building more schools. So our business needs to face it in order to have a redesigned store that seems to be both elegant and inviting, proper branding to convey a clear professional message. And then finally, get people eating food. Food's good enough, presentations. There's that. So,
we'll change the name. I think healthy eating is really good.
Change the name.
We'll change whichever it's in.
change the name from avocado.
In regard to changing the name, I was going to, and I had a chat with that guy for a while, and one of his names that stuck was Surrey Hill Salad. However, since then I've had so many other people I know, normally people support you if you say it. They said, actually, no, I did like the name. So it's Alpha Kale, and their point is it's too masculine, and yeah, no, I was kind of going with that, but I had enough people say to me afterwards, no, you remember it, it sticks with you. And my sister, who's she's pushing 40 now, she won't like me saying that, but she lives in Tunbridge Wells, which is a really well-to-do area, and she does have a bit of a hand in marketing for a job for sort of book promotion. She said she liked it and just changed the way you advertise it. So personally, although it goes against my instincts to go against people with actual trained industry knowledge, I'm just going to go ahead and do it and see if I can get away with it. But Alpha Cow's just got some punch to it. But yeah, enough people have said it. I've got to stick with it and see. And yeah, we'll just have to see. It could be an issue, and we'll see what happens with it. But Yeah, sticking to my guns there. But overall in the presentation, I think I did pretty well. I mean, I'm harsh on it, and you always want to do better, and it's never as easy as you want it to be hearing your own voice. But in the main, I thought it was a good presentation, and as much as it got to the point, if I'd actually stuck with it, it didn't waffle too much. I mean, too much. I mean, the main takeaways were tangented too much and talked far too quickly. I didn't mind so much at the end because I was running out of time. So yeah, it was supposed to be 5 minutes, and I've done 5:50 there, albeit the last 10 seconds or so were them asking me to change the name. So I did have to speed up, but I had to speed up because of the tangents, and otherwise, yeah, if you just slow it down a bit, it gives you that bit more credibility. But overall, yeah, I was quite happy with it. I looked in quite good nick there as well, which was nice. But yeah, didn't get the $5,000. So in terms of what I'm going to do with it is I'll be now just going online, because the amount of money it would cost to redo the store, I don't have enough money to do it, especially in the branding sense, which is causing me a lot of aggro. So I'm now trying to build a website to take orders online and deliver directly to offices. We'll see how that works out. Right now I'm just lost trying to actually build a website. Maybe I'll make 1 or 2 videos on that as well. Because it's taken so long, but I just can't afford someone to make it. So there you go.